guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch it. And today this is the look I have for you, and without further ado, let me show you how I got this look. So the first thing I did was prime my eye using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn, and I'm blending it out with this blending brush from from BH Cosmetics. And then I'm going to set the concealer with the Airspun powder. Next, I'm going to go into the Royal Peach palette, and I'm going to take that peachy shade and put that above my crease and close to my brow bone. To darken that eyeshadow, I'm taking this shade from the same palette and putting it where I put the first shade. And I'm using the brush that came with the eyeshadow palette and blending it out at the same time. Next, I'm going to take this red toned shade and put that on my crease and also above my crease, just to darken the eyeshadow some more. And these eyeshadows are very pigmented, so I decided to use some concealer and clean my eyelid and cut the crease. I did this because I wanted this blue eyeshadow to stand out a lot. I wanted it to pop, so not to get as much pigment as I want out of light, I decided to use concealer to clean my lid. Cutting the crease wasn't very intended, but I went with it. I did it. So now I'm going to take that brown shade and place that in the outer corner of my eyes using the blending brush from ELF. And then I'm going to take the blue shade on a eyeshadow brush, an eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm just tapping that into my eyelid. And then I'm taking the blending brush and blending. I feel like I don't spend a lot of time blending. I kind of do this look in a hurry. Yeah, I should have spent a lot more time blending. So remember that when you're creating this look, to blend and blend and blend. Don't be in a rush like me. And for some reason I decided to go into the ELF eyeshadow palette and take that black shade and put that above my eyelid, just where the concealer was showing. And then I went back in with the blue shade and tried to cover that up. This part isn't necessary. You don't have to do this. You can only use the blue shade if you want. For some reason I did that, but it's really not necessary because I covered the black eyeshadow eventually. And so I'm applying some more blue and blending it out and blending some more and applying some more, and yeah. And for eyeliner, I'm using the ELF eyeliner pen, and this is in Blackest Black, and I'm just doing a tiny wing line on my eye. For mascara, I am using the ELF mascara to put my lashes, and sometimes I don't like to use false lashes, and sometimes I do. It just depends on my mood. And to clean my brow bone, I am going into the Be by Bob's Beauty eyeshadow palette, and I'm just taking that shade and cleaning my brow bone. And it's time for the face, and I'm priming my face with the ELF Hydrating Face Primer, and I'm going to blend that in with my finger. For foundation, I am using the Bobbi Brown foundation stick, and this is in Almond 7. And then I'm blending it out using a powder brush from Wet n Wild. The light will naturally hit my face, I am using the Elegant Pro Concealer in Fawn, and I'm putting that below my eyes, below where I'll contour, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and below my nose. And then I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and blend this out. I feel like I used a lot of concealer, but not to worry, eventually everything came together. One thing I've learned in this makeup journey is that less is more a lot of the time. Yeah, so I'm learning as I go. I am learning as I go. For contouring, I am going to use the Anastasia WH Cream Contour Kit, and this is in deep, and I'm going to put that where I'd like to contour. And then I'm going to use the other side of the damp beauty blender to blend it out. I like to go over everything with my powder brush or foundation brush and just make sure that everything is nicely blended in. And to set the concealer, I am using the Airspun powder on a damp brush and just placing that everywhere I place the Elegant Pro concealer. And I don't bake, I just place the powder and then count for 5 seconds and then brush it off with the powder brush. To set the contour, I'm using the Black Radiance Press Powder and it's in warm hazelnut, and I'm putting that everywhere I contour using the powder brush from Wet n Wild. For blush, I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm taking that shade and I'm putting some blush on my cheeks. Contouring my nose with the Black Radiance powder, and then I will go to my eye. So below my eyes, I am using the peachy shade from the Royal Peach palette, and then I am also going to use the blue shade and place that below where I placed the peachy shade. And then I'm applying some mascara to my lower lashes. For highlighter, I'm using the e.l.f. Baked Blush. This is a blush, but I decided to use it for highlighting in this video. So I sprayed it with the e.l.f. Mineral Mist and it didn't work. So I sprayed my brush and yeah, it's working. So I'm highlighting my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow. I also put that in my tear ducts. And I am going to set my makeup using the e.l.f. makeup and set. And for my lips, I'm lining my lips with this brown eyebrow pencil from e.l.f. I'm also using the e.l.f. lip definer and putting that on my lips and just blending it in with my finger, blending it into the brown lip liner that I applied. And yeah, this is the final look, guys. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video or at least learned something. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so very much. Bye!